Hi everybody, I'm Jake Johnston and welcome to Jake's Showcase. Fellas, we got some bad news for you. That's right. You know, you ever see guys walking down the street and girls are just going crazy for them? They just want them. You know, all the girls are looking at them and they're ready to go and jump up on top of them and give them a kiss. Oh my God, I want them so bad. And they're not talking about you. And like and you want that, right? You want that sort of attention. You want to have that, right? So, I decided to do some research into what is the raw factors that, women want, right? Like maybe we can work on it. Maybe we can get some of that for ourselves, right? Maybe we can turn them on as we move around and stuff like that, right? Well, I got bad news. There's 7 different factors that women really want, and only one of them you have any control over, in my opinion. So look at this. Very first factor, right? Very first factor. The thing women like the most, they want the most, is height. No shit, eh? Look, that's been my problem all my life. I'm 5'6", and I've always been shorter than this, or this is my highest, right? I ain't wearing no platform shoes or nothing like that. This is as tall as I'm gonna get. I can't grow. I mean, I'm an adult now, so you can't do nothing about the height you have, right? That's all you got, right? Number 2, apparently women have a good nose, right? They can smell your smell, and they can tell your genes, and they know if you're gonna be a good genetic match for your children, and all this and that, and all this stuff's going on in their head. Hey, we can't change the way we smell. I mean, that's our sweat. There's nothing we can do. You can, maybe a little spray or a little deodorant or something like that, but I think that they're smelling your sweat, and you can't really change it. You can't really alter that, right? You can't do nothing about it. Now, the third factor is fit for sex, right? Being fit, right? Now, it doesn't mean being a big muscle man. It doesn't mean being a big, long marathon runner. But, just having the ability, to perform the deed, to do the deed, Yeah, you got to be able... Well, I think every man in the world, at this very moment, believes that they are fit for sex. And I go from A to Z on that one. So, nonetheless, if you think you might be able to get a little bit more fit, that's something you might be able to do. Number 4 thing is your face. What your face looks like. Is it straight or crooked, or your eyes, do they match, or do they, or your nose or your chin? I mean, these are all things you got. Unless you're Michael Jackson, there's nothing you're gonna do about your cheekbones or your forehead and all that stuff. So what are you gonna do? You got the face you got, right? Number 5 is your voice, right? Apparently, when you talk, things go off in girls' heads, and they can tell if that's a sexy voice, if that's attractive to them or not, right? And it either turns them on or it doesn't, right? So your voice is the inflections you make, all that stuff. It goes haywire in women's minds. So, what can you do about your voice? Are you supposed to go lower, higher? What is it? This magic formula with the voice, right? So you can't do nothing about that either. Okay. Then the next one, the number 6 thing, is going to be something in the way that the guy moves, right? The movements, like the dancing or the walking or the shuffling around, it's all sexy, and the women like the way that guy moves, it's a good move, he's a cool mover or something like that. Well, hey, I mean, moving is moving. Some people are good dancers, some people aren't, some are mediocre. But the movement is something that you walk up the street and you walk back. You don't really think too much about it, so there's not really a big adjustment that you can do there. And the last thing is personality, a sexy personality. Now, come on. How can you change your personality? That's who you are. If you can change your personality, if you can change your entire personality, then you should be going to a psychiatrist. You should be going to some hospital or something like that, because you're crazy. No, you are who you are, right? You're either, a book guy, or you're, a talker, or, you are who you are. You're not gonna change the guy, a scientist guy, with an NBA basketball player. A little bit of a different there, they got different personalities. So, I don't know. I mean, we got 7 things there, and there's only one thing, the fitness, that you might be able to do something about. Otherwise, we're screwed. Right? That's all. They either like you or they don't. So don't get frustrated. I mean, there's not much we can do. Right? They like who they like, and that's about the size of it. Anyway, it's been a rough discovery for me. Figuring all that stuff out. I still don't think it hurts to try to do your best, but You know, when you're looking at 6 out of the 7 things you can do nothing about, then you're up against it. So, keep the faith. Alright? Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.